This
discussed.
conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, prior to that, we have discussed all these things: enterprise and legal entities, all the enterprise structures, and reference data sets, and assigning reference data sets to jobs, to different business units like jobs, locations, grades. And after that, we have created locations, and we have assigned locations. We have attached reference data set to locations, and that reference data set attached to some business unit, and try to access locations with attaching the locations to different custom reference data set via business unit, and have checked how the what is the impact of attaching the reference data sets to the business units like locations, and have checked all those things previously. And we have also seen one of the type of organization tree, one that is organization tree. We are having three types of HCM trees. One is department trees, another one is organization tree, another one is and some other two are there. Even I do remember. I didn't remember it. Let me go for those page. 7. Okay, in this page you can, if you go down, you can able to see some organization trees also. Yeah, HCM organizations. So departments, organizations, positions, and geographies. I have showed how to create an organization tree. Okay, I will talk about position trees when talking about particularly about positions, and even department trees also I didn't talk about, but all are related to all will be useful for to create in a hierarchical way. Okay, as of now I have talked about this only. And even geographies, that is not a mandatory tree. Most of the clients will not use this particular geography trees, but this geography trees will come into picture when I'm dealing with work schedules. Since the holidays will be differ for different countries, at that time the geography trees will be useful. I will try to show that also. That will come in absence management actually. I'll try to show at that time. Please try to remind me at the time. I'll try to show what is the impact of geography tree. As of now, what is related, what will be useful in global HR is organization and position trees. Okay, and department trees are also optional. Okay, once if you are creating organization trees, there is no use of department trees. But if the client wants, even the departments are also in tree like structure, then you need to create department trees also. But I will try to show these department trees also if time permits. Yeah, we have talked about all these things yesterday, and I tried to show the actions and action reasons, but I was unable to show the action after creating the actions and action reasons. I was unable to show that to a particular action type. I'll try to show it today. Let me open instance. See here, this is the instance details given by the Raghava to us yesterday, day before yesterday. I think everyone got these instance details, ADC2-ZGYM. If he doesn't get that, please let me know. I will try to forward the instance link and username and password. And everybody will be using the same user. Even I also use the same user again. Same instance details and same user. Whatever I'm able to work, you should also be able to work. Now onwards I will not use my client instance. Why? Because the look and feel is different, and the setups will be somewhat different. Okay, what the instance I'm using is the recent instance. Till yesterday I used the client instance, but some people facing the issue while trying to do the same what I have done in the client instance. That's the reason going forward I'll try to use the same demo instance, Oracle demos.
Shanmugh, hello.
Yeah, please, someone is talking. Yeah,
Yeah,
Damu,
Shanmugh.
please.
Yeah. Actually, is this R3?
Sorry, your voice was not.
Is it R13 or R12? Yesterday, Raghav has shared instance.
It is R13 only, R13 only, but it's not update C. It is something like update ARB. I need to check that.
Okay.
Okay,
And
it's R13 issues.
one more question. Can we create another user by using this Oracle 1983 user and assign the roles and
Yeah, even it
everything.
is update 19C. Even it is also update 19C. Let's have a look
Oh,
here.
that's
Update
great.
19C. Okay, and I had shown you how so many times I have shown you how to create a new user, if you remember.
Okay, that is fine. But I can create the by using Oracle 1983, and by creating another user, I can access
Yeah,
the
that's the
all the role.
reason. That's the reason I'm saying the
Uh,
same. I had shown you so many times. If you remember how to create a new user, you will not ask this question to me for sure. Okay, to create a
okay.
new user, what should be the roles you should have? IT.
Sorry.
To create a new user, what role should we have?
Workforce structure implementation user.
No,
Im,
I
im,
didn't
implement.
said about workforce structure implementation user. I said about application implementation consultant, application implementation administrator, IT security manager, HR, human resource manager,
Human resource manager. Correct.
those things I have
Yeah,
said.
got it.
I
Got it.
never said workforce research something. Okay, to create a new user, a person should have IT security manager. If you go to the previous videos, I said it so many times. For the first
Yes. Yes.
things to say about this only. Okay, unfortunately in demo, unfortunately the morning batch is shifted to evening batch. In the morning batch I have said the same. In the evening batch I said
Yeah.
the same. Yeah, remember, please try to
Correct.
go through.
Correct. I remember.
Yeah, yeah, if you want to create a new user, the person should have IT security manager, a
Yes.
role, IT security manager. If the person is having IT security manager, he will having in tools, he will be having security console. I said it sometimes, but unfortunately, I need to say it one more time. Okay, if see here, this person is having security console. Okay, it means you create a new user also. Okay, please
Okay.
don't
Okay.
create number of users. If you want to create a new user, please create that. Okay, but don't create multiple users. Okay,
Sure. Sure.
yeah, actually Oracle will bill for every user, but this is a demo instance. Oracle will not bill, but the load will become more. Obviously, if the number of employees will become more, uh, obviously the instance will get hanged up. Okay, don't try to create multiple users. Please create one or two. That's all depending upon the requirement. One for practice, how to create the user, another is for doing all other setup jobs. Okay, I said it so many times. Okay, you get my point, right?
Yes. Yes. Got it.
Fine. Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
today, yeah, fine, thank you, Namu. Today, actually, my intention is to create how to create an action. I already showed you how to create an action lesson, but one more time I want to show it one more time. If this is not clearer for you, since the fonts and the appearance is somewhat dim, if it is not clearer to you, let me know. I will try to change the font and everything. Font is okay, but sales something here setup. These are not legible to you, no? If it is not clearer to you, if you are not unable to see this, please let me know. I will try to change all those things. See here, I need to go for manage actions one more time. I need to create some manage action, some actions. I already said that where it is useful, these manage actions. This is useful. These actions and action reasons are useful whenever there is a change in record in the whenever there is a change in record for employee, for any job, for any location, whatever, for any business object. Whenever there is a change, we should know why there is a change for this particular record. If there is a whenever there is a new creation, for a new creation of an employer, new creation of a job, new creation of a location, whenever there is a new creation, we should know why it is creating, why you are creating that, in what way you are creating that. Okay, if you are loading the data, if you are loading the jobs using data loader, then the location, I mean action reason should be something like conversion. Since we are loading the entire job related data using conversion, then the action reason will be conversion, something like that. Okay, let me create. You understand my point, right? What I'm saying. If something is not understandable, please let me know. I will repeat that point again. Let me try to create an action. I'm just leaving that as effective date. I will try to create for some transfer. Okay, XX transfer. 1. I'm just giving as action code as XXTT1. Okay, I'm saving it somewhere. Access global transfer. And global test transfer. I'll give the name something like. I'm saying the name also somewhere to just check in. I'm giving as 2. I'm giving some date also, January. Oh, 2015. Action type is that is for global transfer for an employee. Okay, an employee can transfer from one place to other place. Then this particular action reason will be useful. Okay. Global transfer. Yeah, action type is global transfer. Action code is this, and action name is this. Okay. Let me create an action reason. This is the action. Why we are making a global transfer? There should be a reason for this particular action, right? Action reason code is XX global transfer reason. Okay, XXGBR2 is the action reason code. I'm saving it somewhere. And action reason name is XX global transfer. Global transfer. We can give a big reason. We can write need to, yeah, having experience more than 10 years. Okay. Why I'm transferring this particular employee is he's having more experience. Okay. Reason start date is something like January and 2015. I'm trying to give the same date, and the reason end date is 12/31 4712. It's not 12. If you change the appearance, we can able to see 4712. We need to do a small setup. I will say in the personalization part. Okay. Now I'm clicking save and clicking on done. Okay, if it is not legible, let me know. I will try to modify this if someone is facing an issue. Okay, now I have created an action. Let me open a new duplicate tab. I have created an action and an action reason. Okay, this is for an employee person management. When I'm doing a transfer to an employee, this will come into picture. Maybe this someone will give. See here. Update. See here, now the action came. Okay, global transfer to. Okay, since it's for an assignment, it's for an employee. I am able to see these things for an employee. XX global transfer to. Okay, and now what is the reason I have added? Having experience more than 10 years. Okay, you understand, right? This is how we. This is the reason why are you creating an action and action reason, and at the same time. How I let you I also said about how to create an action reason. You understand my point, right? What is the reason of creating actions and action reasons, and how to create action and action reasons?
Yeah, Shanmugh. Suppose
Yeah, please.
if I'm creating one action and action reason
Okay.
in the application, and that action and action reason should appear for all employees or what? The specific
Yeah.
employees.
No, not like that. It is for all employees.
All employees. Can we restrict to see
No,
that a
not like
specific employees?
that. You can do
I
that.
mean,
You can do that with personalization, but what's the issue here is whenever you try to do something for hiring an employee or terminating an employee, you should give the action reason to him or to everybody. You understand, right?
correct, correct,
Yeah,
correct.
it is a generic process. It should be a
Just
universal process. whenever you're doing something to somebody, we have to mention the reason, right? That's the reason it is not restricted in general case. But if you want to restrict, you can restrict in by doing some personalization. In general
Okay.
sense, restrict to somebody. It is for
Okay.
it's a process.
Acha. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, fine, fine. Let me go here. This is all about actions and action reasons. I need to close this. I have completed this document already. And see here, action track changes on human capital management. Just to track changes, whatever the change you have, then just to track that we are doing creating actions and action reasons. Action determines the business flow. Action categorizes the type of change. Type of change is nothing but hiring an employee, terminating an employee, job change, and location change. It's nothing but a type of change. You can optionally associate actions with reasons. You can create if you create action and you can leave it. You don't need to create any reason. That's also we can do that. But in general, we have to attach to some reason. Okay, why are you doing the change? You need to give the change also. But if you don't want, you can optionally associate actions with reasons or without reasons. Okay, understand my point, right? Okay, this is about what I already communicated. For example, predictions of voluntary termination based on existing data from termination work. Relationships and action details for the changes are useful. In the screenshot, the action details and workers assignment history are particularly useful. Action types. Actually, Oracle has provided some action types. I have used global transfer is the action type. And if you go for the lookup, you can able to see what are all the Oracle given action types. Okay, creating an action, and I already discussed about these collective agreements, bargaining units, worker unions, and I have discussed about all these things yesterday. I'm not again disturbing it and not again talking about these things. And after that, did you gone through these questions? I think I had gone through those questions. Creating a collective, which of the following is true? A collective agreement is a special type of commercial agreement which is negotiated collectively between the management and the employees. It is true. A collective agreement is a country specific. It is also true. Validity determines the period for which the collective agreement is valid. Yeah, and you can mention that this collective agreement is valid between these periods. Okay, every time the negotiation rules and the bargaining units will be changed, right? And even the agreement is also having a stipulated time period, the validity. Okay, it's also true. It regulates terms and conditions of employees in the workplace, the duties and the duties of the employees. So all of them are correct. You can link a collective agreement in assignment provided the bargaining unit, country, and a legal employer of the collective agreement are consistent with the assignment or employment term. I had shown you yesterday that we can attach a collective agreement, a bargaining unit, and all these things to the employee via assignment. If you remember, I had shown you yesterday. Please go through the video, thereby you can understand this is also true. Yeah, from this class we have learned how defining locations, defining HCM organizations. In these I have talked about only organization tree and actions and action reasons, collective agreements. And I need to talk about one more tree, position tree, and I'll talk about that. And department trees are will be rarely created by the clients, but I'll try to show that also if time permits. And other tree is geography tree that will be come in absence management while configuring workday schedules. Okay, that is all about actions and action reasons and other things. Okay, I'm just closing this. Okay, and now the other topic is, if you come here, we have completed all these parts. Up to these parts we have completed. These three things were completed: this table and this table we have completed. And I have talked about what is grade and what is grade rate, and I talked about the basics about these things. Let me give more clarity and what is grade and what is salary, grade rates, and these things in clearer. I already said that. What is a grade? Grade is nothing but it is something like gives the compensation level. For each and every employee, a grade will be there, something like administrator. Okay, I talked about few grades. Let me go for the same page again. Like grade, associate is one grade and senior associate is one grade, assistant is one grade, manager is one grade, senior manager one grade. These are all grades. A grade, a simple grade will have some grade rates attached to those grades. Okay, when those grade rates, in grade rates, what will give now, what all the information will give is what is the amount of money we are giving this particularly to this grade. Associate is having one grade rate. In for that grade rate, this is the amount of money, $6,000 to $7,000. And grade rate will be defined based upon the legislative data group. Okay, I already have said about this legislative data group, LDG. I will be writing. Okay, depending upon the legislative data group, the grade rate will be attached. Uh, Depending upon the LDZ, this amount, this will be get deferred. Okay, I will show in the instant, it will be more clearer to you. I will show what is already created, and then I will try creating a newer one. Such person. Okay. I don't think whether grades are there in this, and I'm not sure. Let me check. This is the first time I'm opening this instance. If it is my client instance, I can able to see some grades there. To create a grades, I already said that grade is one of the workforce structure. Okay, we can get the grades in workforce structures, or else you can go for setup and maintenance and click on search, and you can click on manage grades. Okay, here also you can find manage grades. Yeah, try to search something. Okay, I'll go for advanced mode. Start with our name contains something like a percentage. You now I'm able to see so many grades here. Admin 01. These are all grades. Okay. See here. This is the grade. The grade name is admin 01 dash admin 01. For this grade rate, the rate values are also attached. Let me see what are the rate values. Yeah, see here, if you see this France annual salary grade rate, this is the minimum is 11,000 and maximum is 16,000, and the currency is euro. Okay, whenever it will vary with the legislative data group. This is the legislative data group. We are having a list of legislative data groups here. It will vary depending upon the legislative data group. Try searching US legislative data group. Okay, these minimum and maximum will get varied for the same grade. See here, now they have attached for this salary grade. They are having two grade rates. One is hourly grade rate, another one is annual salary grade rate. But for France, only one grade rate is there. Okay, that is salary grade rate, and the values are something like 11,000 to some 15,000. I remember. Go for France one more time, then I will clear you. So here, France annual salary grade was attached, and this is annual, and it is 11,000 to 16,000. And in the same way, if you go for US legislative data group, this is annual. For annual, you're having 10,000 to 30,000, and that is USD. Depending upon the legislative data group, depending upon the country, these grade rate will vary. Okay, minimum and maximum will get varied, and currency will be varied, and there might be having different grade rates to each grade. Okay, the grade is same. The grade is admin 01 dash admin 01, but it is having two different grade rate values. I will let you know. I will show you how to create a grade, and I will show you how to create rate values, and I will attach two or three grade rates, one or two grade rates to one grade. I will show the whole setup to you. Please give some time. Okay, and one more thing is, if you see here, grade details, there is something here, UK MSc information, grade legislative information. It's not clear, right? You are able to see this or not? Please let me know. I am also seeing with so much difficulty.
When you are selecting, that is highlighting, then the time it is clearly visible.
Okay, let me yeah, let me change the appearance. To change the appearance, I need to create a sandbox. Okay, I will talk about these grades by creating a sandbox. I'll let you know how to create a sandbox and what is the use of sandbox. Sandbox. We talk about this a few some technical aspect. Okay, sandbox is used for doing some personalizations in our instance. Okay, and the different options we need to know is mm, there will be two modes. One is edit mode, and other mode will be there. I'll open it and I will show it to you. Um, uh, Something should be there here, or else you can go for here. I'm just clicking on the home page. Okay, in the home page you can find it somewhere. Yeah, sandboxes. Yeah, create a new sandbox. Yeah, this is the first time I'm opening the sandbox in update 19c. I am also not aware. I am also not that much familiar with this instance. Okay, I will struggle a little bit, but I will try to show how to change this uh, whole setup. It's not legible, right? Change. Uh, Change. I should give change the theme. Okay, change the theme or something else. I change the theme, everything will get changed. See here, if you want to change something, these are all the aspects where I need to do the changes. Okay, first of all, I need to select some tools where I actually to do the change, to change the theme. I need to go for appearance. That's the reason I need to select here. The tools is there now. I need to select any tools from here where I need to do the change. I first have select the appearance. Here I need to go appearance and I need to do the changes. That's the reason I'm just selecting appearance. You can select all, but I know where to do the change. That's the reason I'm just selecting appearance. I'm selecting appearance and I'm creating and entering into the sandbox. Okay, let it create. It will take a bit time. Yeah, once the sandbox is created, it will having, yeah, the name of the sandbox I have given. Okay, and uh, yeah, tools is appearance. I have selected only tools as appearance. And I think actually in the previous things, whenever a sandbox is created, I should make as active. Okay, but here it seems that no such option is there. If you remember, if you had a look here, I should have some. I need to make the sandbox as active. Then only I can do some changes to that sandbox. But if you have a look here, I don't have any such option to make it active. Okay. Anyway, these configurations are changing from instance to instance. That's the reason it is not there. Let me go and try to change the theme. Okay. Now I need to go for appearance in the navigator. It is just under configuration only. See here, if you don't select in from tools, okay, this will become, you can't do it, you can't do any changes here. Okay, you understand my point, right? I selected the appearance here. I selected in tools, I have selected the appearance. Okay, if I don't select the appearance in tools, here these things will be read only mode. You understand my point? Okay, that's the reason I have selected this appearance. I'll show the impact. I'm just clicking leaving the sandbox, leaving sandbox, just to make understand what is the impact if you don't select anything in tools. Create a sandbox by clicking on the navigator is tools, in navigator tools sandbox. Okay, I want to show it one more time. uh, Configuration, sorry, it's not tools. Previously it is in tools, that's the reason I remember that. Configuration. Okay, this is the navigation to do some personalization in the instance. Okay, configuration sandbox. If you want to remove that also, you can remove. I think no issues. I'm creating one more sandbox. I'm not selecting anything here, and I'm trying to create change the color, the sandbox name. We can give the description to make the things brighter, something like that. I'm just creating enter, clicking on create and enter. Now see, uh, I have created a sandbox. The name is change the color. Okay, let me go for the navigator now. Appearance. I need to do some changes in the appearance. See here, now I am able, if I want to do some changes here, previously if I something it's in editable mode. Now if you see this, appearance is in read only mode. See, I'm reading this. Appearance is in read only mode because this tool is not activated in the sandbox. Activate this tool to change the look of the application. Okay, to make it active, you can directly do it from here also. Add more. I went for tools, and there I'm trying to click on, I'm trying to add the place where I need to do the changes. I'm clicking on appearance here, and I'm clicking on OK. Okay, now I am able to see, I can able to see, I can do the edits in the appearance. Okay, it's creating something, give it some time. Yeah, it's fetching some data. Please give some more time. Okay, now I'm clicking appearance. See here, previously I don't have any update. These arrows were not there, if you remember, and that is also read-only mode. A dialog was appeared here that this particular application is in read-only mode. Now it is, everything is updatable. Okay, if you want to change the theme, initially is Visual News Feed. Let's go and try to select some vision, which is the better one. I'm checking. Some leather will be there somewhere. If you are able to see, let me know. Leather news feed will be good, I think. Yeah, check it. Yeah, click on apply. After selecting the theme, click on apply. Anything changed by any chance? Yeah, it is changed. Yeah, please give some time. Personalization will take some, so it will take more time. To get it reflect in all the pages, it will take some time. Please give some time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. After doing the changes, we need to publish the sandbox. If you don't publish, these changes will not get affected to everybody. Okay, that's the reason I'm just publishing it. Continue publish. The look and feel is not good, right? That's the reason. Oh, see. Change the color. Okay. One second. Yeah, see, it's saying refresh needed actually to affect the changes. Try to refresh it. Uh, Okay, now the theme is get placed into affected. Since and here the problem here is I never use it for personalization. This instance update 19c, I never use it to do personalizations. That's the reason I am also not familiar with it. I know how to do personalizations in 18b and 18a in those instances, but in 19c I didn't do the personalizations. That's the reason I'm not that much familiar with the navigations and things. And okay, now the things get affected. It's very clear now. Yeah,
Yeah, it's clear.
yeah, I'm talking about grades, right? Yeah. Let me go for this home box again. Mm. Yeah, even if you want to keep some, it is something like test instance or a demo instance, we can do all those things. I'll talk about all those things in personalization class. That's it for today. Abhi, as you're asking about sandboxes every time, I just try to show it to you. Yes. See here, I'm talking about grades, and I had given some information about grades also. What are the grades, or what are simply called as grades, and what is a grade rate? I thought of saying the same thing in instance. I had shown you some things in the instance already. Where is this grades? Positions, jobs, grades, manage grades. See, everything is getting synchronized. Whenever you create a sandbox, it will take time to get in reflect. Okay, you can do so many changes by creating one sandbox. Okay, guys, I want to say one thing. Please don't create number of sandboxes. Okay, you just try to practice sandboxes at the end of all the sandbox classes. Okay, if you do creating more number of sandboxes, the instance will get hanged on. Okay, please don't try to create more number of sandboxes, and don't, I mean, if you create sandbox is also fine, but don't publish those sandboxes. You understand my point? You create sandboxes, no issues. You just check that whether it is affecting or not, applying or not, but don't publish that sandbox. Okay. I try to create already. I try to search for some grades. AP admin 8%. I try and search like this. Yeah, the admin 01. I already shown this particular grade. Now I will show something. And I already said that all the workforce structures except positions will be attached to some reference data set. You remember it, right? This particular grade, which is a workforce structure, is attached to reference data set. The reference data set is common set. That means this particular grade can be seen in any employee, can be seen for any employee. Okay, it is not attached to any custom reference data set. It is attached to common set. That means this particular grade can be seen in for any employee. Whenever you're trying to hire an employee, whenever you're trying to attach this grade to some employee by updating the employee, you can able to see this particular grade. Okay, and this grade rate, the grade name is admin02-admin02, and for this it is having some rate values. For France legislative data group, it is 15,000 to 18,500. Okay, and the grades can be attached to three places. One is for regular salary, and for it is bonus, and for overtime. Okay, what I mean is, for a particular employee who is working in US, he is having regular salary as one of the component in his payslip. He's having some grade, something like grade 1, the same grade. We'll use the grade, same grade admin 02, admin 02. He's having salary, he's having the regular salary of about 15,000 to 18,500. Okay, in the same way, you can create a grade to bonus also, admin 0202 bonus. bonus. And this might be something like $4,000 to $6,000, something like. And for overtime also, you can create a grade, something like admin overtime bonus. It will be something like $100 to $200 like that, and it will differ from. We can create grades to these three components. One is regular salary, another one is bonus, and other one is overtime. I'll show it in the instant. It will be clear at that point of time. As of now, keep that in mind. That's it. Okay, and the rate values can be attached to the to it after creating the grade. Okay, once rate value are created, we can attach to the grades, or you can do it vice versa. You can, once the grade is created, you can attach the rate values, or else once the rate values are created, we can attach the grade. Vice versa can be done. Okay, first I will do creating some rate values. Okay, to create rate values, manage grade rates. Okay, let me create some rate values. Yeah, I said whenever we are trying to create grade rates, it will be depend upon the legislative data group. That's also when I'm coming to grades tab, the maximum, minimum, and maximum, those values are varying depending upon the legislative data group. You remember it, right? Please don't forget. We need to give the legislative data group, thereby the currency and everything will come into picture. Let me check US legislative data group. Okay. The name is XXSB test one USLDZ legislative data group. Salary is salary, and the name will be defaulted. The name is we had given. Rate type is salary or hour. As I said, already said that grade rate or grade can be created at 3 points. One is salary, overtime, and bonus. Okay, that's what I communicated at that point of time. Salary is nothing but regular salary, and if I should make this grade rate as active so that I can use this grade rate and attaching to grades. If I don't make this active, it will not come into picture. Okay, and the effective start date is 1/1/1/51. You can modify the date. If you use some future date, that will come after that date only. If you give something like 2020 here, then you can use this grade rate after 2020. Okay, that's the reason you need to give some grade rate, some past date here. Okay, and since I have selected the legislative data group as United States, the currency came automatically. I can change even the frequency also, whether this grade rate is useful annually or monthly. Okay, if I select monthly, the annulation factor will come 12. And whether I need to select, since there will be 12 months per year, that's the reason it will come as 12. If it is something like annually, it will be 1. Okay, if there's something like hourly, it will be 2080. Why 2080? Simple thing. In a week, we will work for 40 hours, 8 hours a day. Okay, that means in a week we will work for 40 hours. In a week we'll work for only 5 days. 8 into 5, 40. Okay, and how many weeks will be there in a year? 52. Okay, it's nothing but 2080. Okay, simple calculation. You want to check it? 52 into 4 is nothing but 208. Okay, 2080. Okay, and you can give an action reason. Why are you creating this grade rate? I think there will be no such. I'm not sure any action reasons are there for grade. So no rates. Let me check it. You can give the action reason. Why are you creating this grade rate also? And if you want to give any DFF values for this grade rate, you can give it here also. You can give those things also here. I'll talk about DFFs and value sets and everything in technical aspects after completing this functional global HR part. Okay, and this is the only one setup. As I already said that you can create grades. Okay, you can create grades and you can attach the grade rates to the grades, or else you can create grade rates we can attach the grades to the grade rates. Vice versa can be done. Okay. Let me create grade rate details. I have almost given the details of grade rate. Okay. Let me add grade rate values also. Okay. If some grade is already created, we can we can attach the grade here for this grade rate. Okay. I had seen admin as the grade rate. Okay. Grade. Sorry. I'm sorry. Admin 01 something I had seen. I'm attaching admin 01 only as the grade, and the minimum is something like I will give more 19,000. Maximum is something like 37,000. The midpoint will be calculated automatically, and this is how we will attach a grade to a grade rate. Okay, this is the grade admin 0101 is the grade, and we have attached a grade rate to already existing grade. I didn't create any grade, but I have tried to attach already existing grade to the newly created grade rate. I'm just reviewing it. I'm clicking on submit. You remember, right? What is the grade rate I have created? XX test 1 US LDZ. Let me write that, or else it will be no use. XXSB test 1 US LDZ. Okay. I created that, right? I can attach this grade rate, what I have created just now, to the grade. For creating a grade or for updating a grade, you are having grades, manage grades. Okay. I'll try to just search admin. Yeah, admin 01. For which legislative data group I have created that grade rate? US legislative data group. Previously, US legislative data group is having two things. It will be three, I think. Okay. See here. Previously, there are two only. One is US hourly grade rate and US annual salary grade rate. But I have created a new grade rate and I have attached this to US LDG legislative data group for the same admin 0101. You got now? You understand now? And the values is 19,000 and 37,000, and the midpoint is automatically calculated 28,000. We have created a grade rate and we have attached the grade rate to already existing grade. Now I will create a new grade and I'll attach the new grade rate to the new grade. Okay. Yeah, let me create a new grade. Let me give the name as access test 1 grade. The grade name is XXT1G. And you can give the action reason and context. And this is grade description, uniform grade, industrial grade, and pay point grade. These are all related to the I can view the description of this grade rate. This is for testing. Grade rate, grade created for testing. Or if it is related to some admin, or if it is some HR grade, you can mention that testing. And this is uniform grade. I mean something like grade 1, grade 2, something it is like that uniform grade, you can give that. Or if it is not uniform, it's not a mandatory field also. And this whether you are creating grades uniformly or not, you can get the information from the client, and you can create these grades. If it is something related to industrial, we can check that. These are all the information. Yeah. I should also say this about grade will have, yesterday I have shown that grade with steps and without steps. If it is having steps, inside grade we'll be having step 1, step 2, step 3, and we'll be having ceiling grade and everything. Okay. I'm just creating grade without any steps. If you want to create steps, you can create for this particular grade XX test 1 grade. I'm having some steps. Okay. If you are creating steps, you need to create in math. You will able to see this grade ladder, but I don't want to touch this. Okay. I'm clicking on next. See here, I created a grade. I created a grade rate. Grade rate name is XXSB test one US LDC. Okay, and I have created an US LDC. Okay, if you try searching in other LDC, add existing rate, you can't able to see that. I think you'll be able to see here. If you're trying to search the same in US LDC, try to search in US LDC. What will happen? See. Now you are able to see that in this US LDC, and you are attaching to the newly created. I am attaching my grade rate to the XX test one grade, and I already said that the minimum and maximum value will differ upon will vary upon the legislative data group and the grades also. Something like I'll give something like 20,000 and 30,000, and midpoint is 25,000. Okay, I'm clicking on next, and I'm clicking on submit. Yeah, see here, I have created a grade. Grade name is XX some test. I didn't remember the grade name. Sorry, I have created some grade name, something like XX. It will come here. Test one grade I created previously, and I now just now I created XX test one grade. Yeah, it will come like it will come as a grade name dash grade code. Okay, XX test one grade, the grade name. Okay, and I have created for USLDC. Okay, I want to show what is the impact of grades and these grade rates. Okay, I'll try to show that. And prior to that, I will show grade ladders also. We are having one more something like manage grade ladders. Okay, it's also something like grade. Okay, we need to create the grade. Under that, once if you give all those details, we need to create grade ladder. Means we need to create steps. We need to attach the grades we are already created, and we need to attach the rate values. Okay, let me show that. And attaching to the same common set only. Grade set is also a common set. Okay. Okay, let me create some XX test one grade ladder. The grade type is grade with steps. Since it's having grade ladder, right? I need to select grade steps. I need to select active and click on next. I need to give some code. Oh. Actually, we need to search already created grades. I have created some grades, right? This is the grade rate, and this is the grade access test. You can select it here, search it here. Grade type, grade steps. Sorry, actually, my grade is not having any steps. That's the reason it is not coming into picture. And let me go back. Uh, we can create grade ladder without steps also and with steps also. But in general, when you are creating a grade ladder, we will create with grade with steps only. In general, that is the way how clients will will move on. but I have created a grade without steps. That's the reason it's not coming into picture. Let me click on next. Let me search my grade again. Yeah, now it will come into picture. We can add my grade, add to grade ladder, and there are some other grades like admin. You can create in the same way an XX test 2 grade, something like that, and you can search it. All grades will come into picture. You can add all the grades to grade ladder. Okay, and we can create a grade with grade steps also. That you can do at our home. How to create a grade? What is the difference? You know, right? I will explain it. What is the difference between grade with steps and grade without steps? Grade with steps, I will try to say about grade without steps first. Grade without steps. The simple difference, that's not a big difference. Whenever you try to create a grade without steps, you will give some max, min and max values. You remember, right? Whenever you try to create a grade without steps, you will give min and max. Something like I had given some 19,000 to 25,000, and it will calculate the midpoint and will give the actual value 22,500, something like that. Okay, if you're creating a grade with steps, okay, for step 1 there will be some steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. These steps, some 3 steps are there. We need to give for step 1, the amount is $19,000. Okay, for step 2 it is $22,000. Okay, and it is for step 3 it is something like $25,000, and the ceiling one is step 3. We need to configure all these things. I mean, we will be having actual amounts for each and every step, direct amounts for each and every step, whereas in grade without steps we will give the min and max values and it automatically calculates the middle value. Okay, that is the only difference between grade with steps and without steps. You understand, right? Just try to create some 1 or 2 grades with steps in your in the same application, and please try to show it to me tomorrow. Okay, this is how we will create a grade ladder. We can select some grades here, add to grade ladder at the top or after grade, add to grade ladder at the top after admin 01. Okay, you can create it like this, and after creating this, next we can create rate values to each and everything. If it is step, I will be having step 1, step 2, step 3 under access test 1 grade. I will be having step 1, step 2, step 3, whatever the name you are giving for steps, that will come into picture. And for admin 02 some steps will be there, and for admin 01 some steps will be there. Okay, and the grade rates, and even you can I need to go for US actually. Whenever you're trying to give for create a grade rate, it will ask for the legislative data group. Okay, let's try to switch our test grade here. Grades, actually grades also came into picture. uh, Grades are there, grade rate values are there. If you click on next, let's see what will happen. Okay, yeah, for these grades you can attach, actually you can attach the grade rates for the grades itself, right? uh, the grade rates will come from the grades. When you're creating grades itself, you are attaching the grade rates. That's it. You understand my point, right? If something is not understandable, please let me know. I will try to repeat. The grade rate is also created. I didn't remember the grade rate name. XX. Didn't with what name you have created grade name? Here we have just created the grade ladder. Na? We didn't finish it or not. Anyway, you are able to understand how to create a grade ladder, how to create a grade, and how to create a grade rate. Everything you understand. You understand what is the difference between grade rates, and grade ladder, and grade with steps and without steps. You understand the difference, right? Anybody having any questions on this? If yes, please let me know. Yeah, fine. No questions. Then let me show the impact of these grades and grade rates by attaching this to one of the employee. Oh, sorry. I'm opening it here. Bean Araika, bartender. Just giving 2018 September 12. Action is anything. Uh, Job change. Okay. You see here, it's already having grade rate 01. Yeah, these fields are not editable. Why? Because at enterprise level or at legal employer level, they have done some position synchronization is not editable thing. I can modify that. But yeah, see here already this employee is having admin 01. Okay, let me go for his salary. Click on done here. Actually, I don't have permission to access this information. Contact your help desk. Okay, I should add some rows to access this particular thing. I'll search it tomorrow. Manage absence records. What I will do now, uh, I'll try to create a new employee. Thereby, I don't need to do anything else, right? But let me try to create a new employee. Hire an employee. Let me hire an employee with some past date. 2000. Okay. June is fine. Hire is an hire to fill vacant position. Legal employer is US1 legal entity. Last name is Sandhya. Last name is Kumari. You can enter the local name also, but that's not mandatory. That's the reason I'm not giving. January 1st. Yeah, someone made the height as mandatory field. Okay. Yeah, let me generate some US. I'm unable to select it here. Okay. What's happening? Yeah. I need to see what is the legislative data group attached to US1 legal entity. Otherwise, if it is US legislative data group, it is fine. If it is something else, the setup, what I am doing the setup, it will not, I can't show the impact. Mostly it will be the same only. Like something like US1 legal entity business unit will be there. See here, I'll try to give only grade here. That what I have created. Success one grade. And job is something like, yeah, nothing else I'm giving. I'm just clicking on next. You need to use salary basis. What is the grade I had given that is coming into picture here? Okay. Give something like yeah, fine. Yeah, I need to talk about salary basis also. I'll talk about that. Actually, in general, XX test one grade. This is the grade I have created. Actually, when I give the amount more than this particular maximum amount of this value, it has to throw some warning. Since it is the recent release, that warning is not there. It seems that even if it is more than the prescribed amount, it is not showing any warning message. Even if it is throwing warning message, it will go further. It's not an issue. As it is a recent release, it is not there. It seems okay. What is the impact of this creating salary and salary grades is we can give the grade names and grade rates at one point of time. That's the impact, nothing else. And you click on submit here. Yeah, we can attach the grade. We can attach the grade directly to the employee at this point of time when I are creating a salary. Okay, when you are giving the salary compensation details, we can attach the grade to this particular employee, to any employee at this point. Grade name in the previous page only, when trying to give the employment information only, it will take the grade and it will navigate to the next page also while giving the salary information. In previous versions, whenever you try to give more than the prescribed value, it used to throw a warning message. But however, it will accept that amount, but it will throw a warning message. That is not there in the recent release, it seems. Even in the yesterday client instance also, it is also update 19c. It doesn't throw any warning message. It just accepted what the amount I had given. Okay, if you click on next, you can create the employee, and I just try to show how to create a grade rate, grade without steps and with steps, and grade ladder, and we can attach that to an employee. That's it. Okay. And if you want to create this employee, you can click on submit. And you can again search this employee with the details of the grade and everything. Any questions on this? On this grade rate and everything? Yeah. And I will try to conclude this class after talking about salary basis. Okay. See here, what is salary basis? Define base pay based upon a singular multiple components. This is nothing but a base pay. What is the amount of money that a particular person will be getting at the end of the month? Okay, uh, it will be having different components. One is regular salary, other one is bonus, and other one is overtime. Okay, on depending upon these three things, the salary basis can be defined, and what basis if you are getting the salary. Something like he is getting for weekly or monthly or bi-weekly or bi-monthly, yearly, something on what basis is also getting, that's also taken into consideration. Okay, I have talked about all these things: grade setup and maintenance. I talked about grades, grade steps, grades and sets. Sets is nothing but reference data set. How grades work with jobs and positions. I will talk about this also. How grade works with assignments and employment terms. I already talked about these grades. Actually, employment terms will be in three-tier employment model, which is not there now. I need to remove this from here, but it's not editable. Yeah, I just crossed it and I'm control S. Okay, I don't want to save. Okay, and I will show how grade works with jobs and positions. For a particular job, we will be adding the grade. Okay, and we'll attach the job to an employee and via assignment, and there we can display the grade for that particular employee. Or else, for a particular position, we'll attach the job, and for that job, we'll attach the grade, and that particular job will be attached to some employee. This is a simple thing. How grades and jobs work with how grades work with jobs and positions is, we will attach grades to jobs and jobs to employees via assignment. I'll show you how to attach a grade to job while discussing about jobs and positions. Okay, that might be tomorrow. Okay, and even if it is positions, we will attach jobs to positions. And then jobs to employees, the same. Okay, and grades to jobs, I forgot. Anyway, you understand, right? We'll attach jobs to grades, and this job is attached to position, and this job will be attached to employees via assignment. Anyway, from we'll attach job grades to jobs. I mean, first a grade will be attached to job, and the job will be attached to the employee via assignment. In the if you are considering a position, for positions we'll be attaching jobs. For job we'll be attaching grades, and for the job we'll be attaching to employees via assignment. If I show this in the instance, it will be more clearer. I will show the links to you clearly tomorrow. But prior to that, I need to talk about salary basis. I explained what is the salary basis. Let me go further. Grades record the level of compensation for workers. You can create grades for multiple pay components such as salary, bonus, and overtime rates. Grade steps. Grade steps are distinct increments of progression within a grade. I already said what is a progression and what is a promotion. If some if some person is moving from step 1 to step 2 is nothing but a progression. If some person is moving from pharmacy technician trainee to pharmacy technician 1 is nothing but promotion. Okay. In grade without step there will be only promotions, no progressions. Whereas in grade with steps there we will be having progressions also. Okay, understand, right? Okay, examples of grade with steps. Examples of grade without steps. Grades and sets. Now sets is nothing but reference data set. Okay, how grade works with jobs and positions. You can define one or more grades that are applicable for each job and position. If you use positions, then the grades that you assign to jobs and the default grades of positions that you assign with each job. That's what I said here. It is simple it is very simple. I will show that to you on tomorrow, or else I'll show that when I'm talking about jobs and positions, most probably tomorrow. Changing profile options. Okay, there are two how grades work with assignments and employment terms. When you set up assignments or employment terms, this employment terms is not there now. Only assignments. Think of only assignments. You can select applicable grade for jobs or positions also. Two profile options are need to be set. Okay, I will show these profile options. These profile options need to set as S, then only you can attach grades and position grades to the assignments. Actually that was already said. I have checked it on. To access profile options you just need to go for yeah, it's not coming, I'm not sure. Duplicate. Yeah, everybody is there, right? You're listening to me, right?
Yeah, Shanmugh, you're following.
Yeah, Gavi, it's becoming late to me and for you also. Please don't mind.
No issue, no issue.
I should cover the topics as soon as possible, right? It's already late now. You just need to go for setup and maintenance, manage profiles. That's it. In manage profiles, you just need to give this code it is nothing but profile name. We just need to give there. If it is opening, I will say it to you. If it's not opening, we'll try it tomorrow. Yeah, this profile option is set to yes. That's it. Okay, and thereby you can use grades and grade rates to each and everybody. That's the meaning. Yeah, click on home symbol. See here. Yeah, it's already came. We're having these profile options as of now. Profile types: person, job, position, organization, prerequisite. We need to go for profile values actually, profile options actually. And this some other options with profile are there now. See here. And these options can be set at 3 levels: site level, product level, user level. And this is set, site level is the at most level. Product level is something like we're having different products, like HCM is, I mean, global HR is one product, workforce deployment is one product, financials is product, HCM is one product, CRM is one product, something like that. And user is nothing but user is something like Oracle 1993 is the user. And this can be set at different levels. And this is the seeded one, right? Therefore we cannot modify these things. Okay, if it is any non-seeded one, you can modify these things. It's a custom one, you can modify these things. It's a seeded one, right? You cannot modify. And anyway, that this is set at you can enable this is set at site level. Let me check. I think we can modify it or not. The data is plotted against edits. All changes will be lost. Yeah, okay. Understand, right? And this is also you need to search in the same way. Creating a grade. I have shown you all these things: grade, rate, values, lookup types of grade rates. Uh-huh. Examples of grade rates, how grade rate sets and legislative data groups work together. I said how to attach a legislative data group to grade rates, and uh, we can attach grades to different sets. I had said all those things. How grades and rate work with Oracle Fusion, compensation and payroll. Yeah, you have to attach grades and you have to attach grades to the assignment, and that the grade and the same grade will be populated to payroll. I mean, towards the compensation module. We need to give the base compensation by giving salary basis and everything, right? That will go migrated to compensation module. At that point of time, these grade rates will be useful. Okay, and I have talked about these things. Lookup types of grade rates. That is for grades, and this is for grade rates. The lookup type, grade, pay, rate type identifies the compensation components for which you want to set up grade rates. Okay, adding grades to grades. We have done this. Grade rates examples. Example 2. How grades, rate sets, and registered data work together. I had shown you how to attach all these things. Grade rates, sets, and registered data work together. Go through this document. It will be more clearer to you. And I have talked about each and everything here. Compass ratios, worker salaries are stored. I had shown everything to you. I had set to everything to you. Examples of grades with rate change, rate ranges. Yeah, whenever you're giving rates, there will be ranges, minimum and maximum amount. Creating a grade rate. Grade ladders, ladders with grades, ladders with steps. I had shown you how to create that. And now here's salary basis. What is salary and what is salary basis? Salary is a generic term that corresponds to workers' base pay and is further divided by workers' salary basis. Salary basis is nothing but each worker is assigned a salary basis which defines characteristics of the workers' base pay. You must have one for every salary record, regardless of the where the salary is stored. Assignment or employment time style. There is no employment time style in the recent releases. Okay, manage salary basis is the task for creating a salary base. Let me create a salary base also. Thereby, I will conclude this class. Okay. To create a salary base, to create a, I will check already existing salary bases.
Shanmugh, can I say this is like a definition?
Yeah, it's something like definition only. Even
Okay.
it is the only mandatory field while you're trying to give. If you remember, when I'm trying to hire an employee, I need to give the
Hmm,
salary base. It's a mandatory field, but
correct.
grades and grades are not mandatory fields. Okay, I
Uh-huh.
used to give the salary basis as annual or monthly or weekly or bi-weekly. I need to give that for sure. Why? Because on what basis the employee will get salary, whether he needs to get monthly or annually he get the salary, that has
Annual.
okay. It's a
Yeah.
mandatory definition. Okay, if already Oracle will give some seeded salary basis, but if something is
Hmm.
not there, we need to give. Okay, we need to
Okay.
display.
Okay. Okay. Now, in the
For
document,
that,
suppose you are explaining the in the document salary basis. Can I say like that is the definition for the salary? What is the salary basis?
yes, correct.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, what is salary basis is something I had given the information what is salary basis theoretically and technically, but the
Hmm.
definition is there, is expressed here.
Okay.
Period. It's here. I already said that weekly, monthly, bi-weekly, like that. That and determines the period in which base pay is expressed. Okay, that's what I said. If you remember,
Yeah.
specifies whether
Yeah.
we itemize it with components and identifies any associated grade rate for salary validation. Yeah, even what it is saying here is the salary basis can be defined upon the grades and grade rates. Okay, or else we can give it manually. Okay, or else we can give it based upon the components. Components, if you remember, there are three components. One is uh, regular salary, regular salary, and some other two are there. Na? I have said so many times. A
Okay.
bonus and if you remember, okay. Based upon the components, you can give the salary basis. Based upon the salary grade, you can give the salary basis. That's what he's communicating here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
Like
you can
some
able to
important, like some important points of what we can do that with the salary basis and how.
yeah. On what
Okay.
basis we can give the salary basis also explain. Let me open the instance. If I show it in the instance, it will be more clear. Manage salary basis, and this is available in workforce structures. No, it's not available in workforce structures. Why? Because it's a compensation module, right? Salary basis relates to compensation module.
Relates compensation. Yeah.
Yeah. See here let me go for workforce deployment and development. See here, try to search manage salary base here. Manage salary basis. I'm somewhat fast just to complete this as soon as possible. Yeah, no tasks associated with the enable function areas and features of this offering found. But if you go for compensation management, now click on search, it will come here. Yeah, manage salary basis can be available at all these functional areas: total compensation statements, individual compensation, workforce compensation, absence management, benefits, and base pay. Okay, in all these functional areas, you can able to find manage salary basis. Anything is fine. You can select it. You can select any task.
One. Okay.
Okay, manage salary basis. Or else you can search in global search area where I used to find in general. See here already there are so many salary bases. Okay,
Yeah.
different legislative data group will be having different salary bases. Let me try to create a new one. Name is something like US. No, I want to start with XX underscore test underscore US underscore salary underscore basis. Okay. The name is code is yeah, the code it comes automatically. So at some points it will come automatically. It just came with underscores. I need to attach the legislative data group for which country you are creating the salary basis. For different countries, the salary will be given in different time periods. If you go for US, they will give the salary bi-weekly and weekly, some monthly, and different fortnightly, in different formats they will give. But in India, in general, they will give the salary every month. Okay, let's select any US. Yes. Yes. I think I didn't find US in the list. Just need to give US and click on it. Yes, legislative data group. Okay. Uh, Salary basis type. As I said, na, salary basis properties. Salary basis type is select salary amount is determined by user. Okay. That means a user can give it manually. Okay. The amount of salary can be given manually, or salary amount is determined by rates. Whenever you if you select this option, the salary will become the minimum maximum will be displayed by the rates. In grade rates you will be giving the minimum and maximum, right? By that it will come into picture. Okay, salary amount is determined by components. Okay, in grade rates you will be giving some components like regular hours, I mean regular salary, some overtime, and some other thing is there now. Depending upon the components also we can give that. Let me give user, thereby you can give or manually. Frequency is something like I want to give monthly. Annualization factor is monthly. If you give annually, it will be 1. If you give weekly, it will be something like 208. If you give hourly, it is something like 2080. If it is weekly, 52 something will come. Okay, you try checking those things from your end. Yeah, display. Sorry.
Okay. No issue.
Yeah, salary amount rounding rule. Okay, it's nothing but up to if it is dollars, 0.5 is also a big amount, something like 35 rupees of amount of money. If it is a euro thing, it will be 100 rupees. 0.5 will be something 50 rupees. Okay, up to what point it should be displayed. Okay, salary amount rounding rule, round up to 10, round up to 100. The rounding rules are there. Decimal place to display. Analyzer values rounding rule. These things can be configured. I am not giving anything as these are not mandatory values. And once we can give the payroll elements also. Let me give some regular salary, and these will be coming to picture while I am talking about payroll related things. We need to attach one payroll element to this. regular salary. And you need to attach the input element also. Yeah, these things I will talk in the payroll things. It will not be understandable at this point of time. Input value something like amount. Yeah, that's it. If you go for salary ranges, depending upon the grade rate I have attached, the salary ranges will be come into picture. But I'm not attaching anything. Save and close. In this way you will create salary basis. Okay, you understand, right?
Yeah, okay.
Go through this document. It will be more clearer to you.
Sure.
See, see here. This is there is. I'll just discuss about thing. This is a salary basis they have created, weekly salary basis, and this salary basis will be created to some LDG. Okay, and it will be having some payroll element I have attached, and the payroll element will be having some element input value, and there will be the frequency for this salary basis, yearly or monthly or hourly, and some salary components I have added. Salary components like regular hours I have added, and the annualization factor should be added. And for the element attached, there should be some currency, element currency. If you are attaching grade rate, then these pictures will come into picture. Okay, grade range. If it is grade is some having some steps, it will be having direct dollar values or direct euro values. Okay, and salary validation warning will be coming into picture. Okay, salary, and it is if it element entry will be having payroll processing, and the salary basis will be used in payroll processing also, and the salaries also will be having this grade range will be having these all things: comparison ratio, minimum and midpoint, maximum quartile, all these come for the grade range. If you attach a grade rate, that will become the minimum and maximum salary will come into picture for the salary basis. Okay, that's all about salary basis. Go through this document. I will share these documents today or tomorrow. I'm forgetting these things. I need to open my personal laptop and I need to share from that. Well, the class is all going up to 11 o'clock, right? After this, I'm having dinner and I'm sleeping. That's the reason I'm unable to send it. But anyway, if I'm unable to send it now, I'll send it tomorrow. Someone please let me know that. If I forgot also, someone please let me know that. Or ask from Prakash and from your thereby I can send it. Okay. Please ask Prakash. Prakash will ask me. Okay. Thereby I can send these documents. Okay. Yeah, that's it for today. Any questions, any doubts, please let me know. Abhi, I'm just asking you and for everybody also, but I'm asking particularly for you, Abhi. No questions? If that is the case, bye for today. Yeah, Tamu, please.
Yeah, as of now, no questions.
Okay. Yeah, Damu, fine. Fine, everybody. Bye for the day
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
That's all.
Bye. Good night.
Yeah, good night.